Welcome back to the Portal Door. I'm Fraser Blaxland, and this is my journey to becoming a Portal Fantasy creator. If you're new here, this series is about Portal Fantasy, what works, what doesn't, and what I'm learning along the way. This is Chapter 5, Cracks Between Worlds. One thing I'm especially drawn to in Portal Fantasy is when two worlds are genuinely linked, not just by a door, but by consequence, where what happens in one world affects the balance of the other. That's actually quite unusual. Most Portal stories follow a similar pattern. You leave our world, have incredible adventures, return changed, and spend much of the rest of your life longing to go back to the other one. Narnia is the classic example. But the Paradise War, the first book in Stephen Lawhead's Song of Albion series, offers something more interesting. It sets up the idea that the world of Albion and our world aren't separate escapes, but interdependent realms. Creatures and objects appear in our world, and that mystery immediately raises questions about cause and effect and responsibility. I love that setup. The book itself is beautifully and simply written, told through the perspective of Lewis, which makes the crossing feel grounded, believable, and emotionally affecting. It also has a slightly fairy tale quality to it, but with more momentum. And yes, reading it in a big hardback helps the whole experience, and it felt like made me feel like a proper bookworm. My one criticism is that once we fully enter Albion, that two-world tension fades a little. The story in Albion is wonderful and you don't want to leave, but I wanted a few more reminders that our world was still being affected. That said, this may well be explored more deeply in the later two books, and I will be diving straight into them. Stephen Lawhead has written a genuinely strong piece of Portal Fantasy here, and interestingly, for I think the first time, his Pendragon series is now being adapted into live action by the Daily Wire's production wing, led by Jeremy Boring. I'm very curious to see how that turns out, because the Paradise War, in particular, feels like it deserves a cinematic trilogy, maybe not a TV series. So, Jeremy, if you're watching, I'm very happy to be involved. The Paradise War, a thrilling ride to the other side. Do enjoy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you've read it before, then great. And if you've watched this far, I'm grateful. You know what to do if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I wish you every success with your onward journey. Until next time, what do you think is on the other side?